Nobody panic. Everyone stop freaking out, okay? I got it. I can't believe I missed this. Okay. Everybody, all is right with the world. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil 2 Remake. We have so many rooms to cover today. An entire section of the police station is now open to us, and we got 2 keys. So let's take advantage of all the new exploration that we can do. I wouldn't say prep for war, per se, but be sure to have a lot of open slots in your inventory because you're going to be filling them very quickly. And the route that I have will make it so that, yeah, we'll be able to get everything in one swoop, but one extra item over and we won't be able to pick it up. So let's get going. There's supposed to be a Mr. Raccoon there. Let me explain. Since Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, every time you pick up a collectible, it autosaves directly after you kill the thing or collect the thing. This means that if I screw up, like having to do a retake of this episode, the collectible is gone for good on this profile. If I wanted to be absolutely crazy, I'd start a new profile, but ain't nobody got time for that. We got a couple options going upstairs or downstairs. Go with me on this. Pick up the boards up here, and then go right back downstairs. Like all the way downstairs. Trust me, this will make your life so much easier. Especially if you don't have enough inventory. Well, hey, buddy. Ooh, hey, buddy. No. If you don't have any backup boards, definitely get the ones from all the way upstairs because it's nice and close. That way, that zombie will never come through. Oh, man, she didn't like me saying hi. Well, screw you then. I love that. We were in that room ages ago, and that zombie just happened to be there just to say hi. And I honestly do think he is a distraction so you don't notice the zombie in the window. Go ahead and unlock this heart door, and this is probably my favorite example of the 2 different scenarios. Here's the club door. You will never get through this door as Claire. That's the difference between her and Leon. They get different keys. Now, that actually confused me because I was used to the original Resident Evil 2, where you had to use all 4 keys in order to get everything. But not here in the remake. Claire and Leon will get 3 keys apiece. I love this. Not only is this a Capcom flex on their mirror technology, especially when dealing with a laser sight, that's just a very cool effect. The let me out on the other side of 2-sided glass. Love it. We got a box! A bejeweled box. Nice little detail is if there is an item inside a box or what have you, you can shake it around and you can tell something's in there. Don't hesitate. Wow, that licker's talented. It wrote "let me out" backwards. Yeah, one of the cool things about lickers is how you can kinda trick their AI. Kinda. All the enemies in Resident Evil 2 reset their positioning after you leave the room they're in. Lickers are one of the easiest to predict. Basically, if a licker shows up and you leave the room, it's going to find a new hiding spot. So with that one, that's actually a good example showing you that they'll just basically go on the ceiling or go on a wall somewhere else. And it's just a nice little touch. I don't think the developers intended that you figure out the tricks of the trade, but it's fine. It's what I'm here for. I do like that you can't open the suit doors, even from the back. It seems like a design oversight for the police station. It's like, what happens if you give the club key to somebody and they lock you in? You're just screwed. Oh, and don't worry, lickers can't open doors. Hi! And that's why you put boards over the windows. That zombie is programmed to break the windows once you're inside. I think it's actually once you pass him and come back, they'll break through the window. And that's why I always put boards over that window, just in case I don't have enough room. That way, if I have to come back, I won't have to deal with another zombie. Now, this scepter here, we're going to go ahead and check that out real quick. We never actually took that close of a look at it, but if you turn it around... Perfect. And now to bejewel our bejeweled box and get... Chris's badge! I'm just kidding, it's just a regular STARS badge. Or is it? God, the RE engine is so good at small details like the scuffs on the badge, but also... It's a USB dongle! Okay. There were USB dongles at this time in the 90s, so there's no anachronisms here. I actually read an article, it was either an article or just an interview, but the new Capcom team working on Resident Evil 2 did their best to make sure that everything fit the aesthetic of the 90s, and tried their best to not have any anachronisms. Hey, wait, that's too futuristic to be in this. Nice hat, idiot. Who would wear a hat like that? If I see anybody wearing a hat like that, I'm gonna shoot it off them. It's gonna be nuts. Hello, heart door. Yep, kinda figured. The grenade launcher does so much freaking damage. Zombies will die instantly from one shot from a flame round. Just be careful, though, if you leave before they actually fall down dead, I believe they survive. So just make sure your target's gone. If they do fall over, they will die. Very rarely do they survive with 1 health point left, so just keep that in mind. So this is a Claire exclusive room. You will never come here as Leon. Hey, 1 out of 2 done. Easiest collection of my life. I see and hear something. Not just the power panel in the box, but... yeah, there's something in here. Hello. And that is the reason why I couldn't show you me shooting the first hidden raccoon. Because I came here without my handgun and didn't want to waste a grenade. This room always gave me just a little bit of trouble when I was first playing. I didn't think to use the grenade launcher to kill the zombies, so all I had was like a paltry amount of handgun ammo and my handgun. So just trying to kill these things, which the zombies are basically indestructible. I mean, after a while, they'll just decide to let you win against them. They take so much firepower, my goodness. Oh, hey! We finally made it to the other side of the crash site. Oh. Great. Well, okay. I'll have to readjust that to where the water can pour on top of the wreckage. And I'm very surprised these handgun bullets actually survived. It's actually a nod back to the original RE2 where there were handgun bullets in the broken down helicopter. That was on fire. Oh. Hello. I wish for you not to be here anymore. I hope you don't mind. You know, I've mentioned it before, and I'll definitely be mentioning it again, but the sound design is something that this team wanted to make sure was absolutely correct. Because they didn't have fixed camera angles anymore, they had to do more with the horror aspect of this game. That's where the 3D sound comes in. If you're wearing headphones or have a pretty decent, or just any type of surround sound system, you can tell where a zombie is based on sound alone. You don't even have to see it to know that it's possibly behind you. This is why I advertise watching this Let's Play with headphones, and I really hope that this comes through in the gameplay, knowing that, yeah, the sound design is extremely good. In fact, it plays a major role in something coming up here soon. There we go. I love this. That small section is boarded up because that's a Leon exclusive section. They don't want you going in there as Claire. There we go, a couple freebies, just to make sure. We have a green and blue mixture. Blue herbs will get rid of poison. Mix them with some green, and you'll actually get some of the health back that the poison took away, as well as getting rid of the poison. I didn't start the fire. It's always been burning since the world's been turning. Ah, that's just nice. The steam and the eventual extinguishing of the flames. Ah, that's a good effect. Alright. Now to use our superhuman Claire Redfield strength and move that helicopter. Oh. Your hat's stupid, nerd! Oh, hello there. You're a mean enemy, aren't you? Uh-oh. Oh, I was trying to do a funny trick and it didn't work. I think I got the timing wrong. Welcome to your stalker enemy of your playthrough, Mr.X. He's got a big goofy hat. You shoot it off, you get an achievement. Mr.X will constantly be following you throughout the rest of your adventure. Kinda. We'll talk about it later. But, just know, I've been waiting for an enemy like this for years. The original Mr.X was a Scenario B exclusive in Resident Evil 2. When I heard they were bringing him just for the regular scenario, for anybody, I was all for it. Because I've been saying this for many, many years. Adding modern technology to a Nemesis-type enemy will scare the bejesus out of people. And it did. For many, many people, especially if they were brand new to the franchise. Knowing that an enemy was always out there to get them and constantly following them is a brilliant hook for your horror game. And I think the best thing is, the technology they use for Mr.X, 10 out of 10.
Oh God, no. Marvin.
Oh. You finally succumbed to the zombieism.
I'm sorry.
Rest in peace, friend. Thank you for all that you did for me. You actually saved my life. I like that little scene there. I'm glad they give Marvin some closure, instead of just, oh no, a zombie, and oh no, that's Mr.X in the background, uh-oh. He can't attack you while you're in the item box, so just keep that in mind, and in certain places, he can't follow you at all. I'll definitely show that once we get an opportunity. But if you ever wanted to truly know how Mr.X works, it's based on sound. And in fact, the way to escape him is also based on sound. And I kind of screwed myself over because there's one other mechanic I actually had to look up just to confirm. If you disrespect him and shoot his hat off like I did out of impulse, he becomes twice as aggressive. He actually goes faster and hits harder. It is the funniest aspect of Mr.X. It's just so funny to know that you disrespect his drip, and he comes at you twice as hard. Be very careful. Once Mr. X shows up, lickers start showing up here. I guess I should say the second time you come to the police station, lickers replace any zombies that are in a hallway, and sometimes the zombies stay put. So if you're ever running from Mr. X, know that, yes, it's based on sound, and in fact you can actually hear him in the background. Those thumping footsteps that you will be hearing constantly around here actually tell you how close or how far Mr. X is from your location. Now, when you don't hear his footsteps anymore, know that you won't be safe for long. Because if you run and he is within, like, somewhat close proximity, he'll start going towards your location. But the biggest thing is a gunshot. Or an explosion. That is when he is keyed on in your location and he comes running, basically. There's a little bit of trickery in the background where if he's on the complete other side of the police station and you set a bomb off, he'll appear. Ooh, okay. You can escape him. You can actually fool him into thinking the noise that was made wasn't actually you. Walking is your best friend when Mr. X is in your vicinity. Now, when I say he appears, he teleports closer to your location, but not directly on your location. They give you some leniency there. It's actually very interesting. Mr. X doesn't, like, teleport to different parts of the police station. He actually has a very long animation where he will go around the different parts of the police station. He will go into different rooms, go into different hallways, and he actually takes a pretty long route. Only when you make a bunch of noise does he go, got it. So there's our code for the third floor locker. Get some free stuff if we're ever on the third floor. And in fact, I think we should go on the third floor. There's a room that we can unlock on the second floor. We can also hit up the STARS office because we have the USB dongle. I've got a plan, man. Now, if you're ever watching somebody do a speed run of this game, the manipulation of Mr. X, it's kind of temperamental. You basically have to use your ears, and that's why a lot of times when speedrunners get to this area of the game, they say, okay, I need a moment of silence here, I need to be able to hear. And that's when they know they're either in the safe zone or Mr. X is way too damn close for comfort. Speaking of too damn close for comfort, guess who knows where we are? That is a trigger for Mr. X to find you immediately, because that lever that we picked up is what we need for the library. Uh-oh. Yep. I love that. If you stay put for too long and he is close to your location, he will actually come immediately to this room. So what's kind of cool is I've had a few runs where he was on the complete other side of the police station, and that was to my advantage. I was able to immediately run out of here and find a safe zone. And in fact, I'm going to show you a safe zone right here. This was an infamous clip when this game first came out. Safe rooms are just that. Stay safe. Hey, wait a minute! When you're in a safe room, he will just go back out on the hunt, and you can wait as long as you need to make sure that he's not close. And he doesn't have a set path, so just listen carefully, and you'll be able to escape. You know, I'm really glad Capcom thought of a few ideas for this game and then kind of adjusted or tweaked their ideas. Because they actually considered going back to fixed camera to keep the fans happy. And that would have been a nightmare. Especially with your new AI stalker enemy. Having Mr. X with fixed camera would actually make this game unplayable, in my opinion. I like that he's here. It adds to the horror element. But having a fixed camera just to appease fans, you'd basically be appealing to me circa 2014 when I first Let's Played this game. And I was the biggest asshole to you, Capcom. I went back and watched my old Resident Evil 2 Let's Play, and it used to be fun to dunk on Capcom because they were making dumb decisions left and right. Not so anymore because they're doing extremely well. They got some fresh ideas in the office and new teams and everything, and they're doing things like this where they're not making one-to-one remakes. And that's a good thing. Resident Evil Remake, the remake of the first game, I should say, was not a one-to-one. And what they wanted to do with... Oh, hello. You're new. Actually, no, you changed positions. I never killed you. You never want to do a one-to-one remake because what's the point? You're just giving it an updated coat of paint. So what they did is they kept certain parts familiar while also changing things to keep it fresh. That was one of the first things I noticed when I walked into the police station the first time. There were stairs! No longer did you need to lower a ladder from the second floor, there's just stairs! That's huge! Also huge, submachine gun! Sweet! This guy sounds like a douche. Oh, he's in Europe. Oh, don't tell me this is my brother. Oh, please don't tell me this is my brother. Ah! Oh, no.
This does not sound like Chris.
I mean, from the first Resident Evil game, I'd believe that 110%. He did sound like a dude bro. But this is the remake timeline. He doesn't exactly sound like a dude bro anymore. What's funny about that is, I've been thinking long and hard about this, because I knew this letter was coming up. The best part is, you read this letter and you go, wow, what a loser. But then if you have extra context by reading files or by, going to a wiki and reading stuff about why Chris was in Europe in the first place, it's not for vacation. If you go back to the original Resident Evil 2, he went to Europe because he was investigating Umbrella. Now, if this is still the case, then that letter is code. And maybe he wanted to dunk on Barry and Chief Irons and everybody else. I mean, you can do multiple things with one piece of text. But I would love it if that was actually the case, where he didn't want to give away that he was researching Umbrella in Europe, and instead was just like, oh, I'm having such a good time in Europe. Let my sister know that I'm okay. Please, Jill. Unfortunately, Jill never got a chance to let us know that you're okay, Chris. Jill was dealing with her own problems here in Raccoon City. We'll do that one next. Okay, when we picked up that lever, Mr. X was directly on our location, but I think because we went in to the STARS office, which is another safe place, by the way, he went on a different hunt. That's the main reason I did it this way, because we could come to the library and not immediately get dunked on by Mr. X. Because he's going to give it to you. Damn, I should have done that instead of shooting off his hat. I should... Oh! No, maybe some other time. But, yeah. If you immediately come to the library, he's going to know where you are and he's going to attack you. So, what I like to do is have something else that I can do on the side. That way it distracts him. Especially if I go into a safe room. Now, there is a zombie right here. Hello! I'm gonna wait patiently for you to keel over. Thank you. Since I didn't see Mr. X, it's okay to take out a couple of the zombies here. And we made it! It took a while, but we made it. Oh, good. The repair people that needed the panel parts called in another repair person. Because they didn't want to destroy the bell. Actually, that's very important. That looks like a really nice bell. In the clock tower, you have to have the giant gear with you. I know it takes up 2 inventory spots. But just bear with it. Bring it along. It is annoying to have 2 of your precious slots taken up, but it's okay. It's going away here soon. Speaking of precious inventory slots... Darn it. Alright, so there was one disadvantage to my routing, and it's that I still had the USB dongle. I could have left it in there, but it's fine. We deal with it. 1 green herb being wasted, no skin off my nose. The smaller gear fits down here, and I think we're good. I do wonder what's going to happen if we start up the bell tower, though. Is something going to break?
That worked.
Leon did it. Yeah, that's right. We blame the rookie here. I do like that there's a secret room back here. They actually load you up pretty well with this brand new item. Large gunpowder. Now we can get more bang for our buck when we mix. Hello. That is a lot of Mr. Raccoons in one video. Now, here's something interesting. You remember that liquor that was in the west storage room when we blew open the evidence thing? The evidence wall, I guess? He actually won't come here. Normally, when you run and a liquor's in the vicinity, it'll come through holes in the wall to get to you. But for some reason, it doesn't go there. I guess they didn't want you having to fight monsters in such a tight hallway. And they do that anyway. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. Oh, no longer good. Hey there, buddy. What's going on, man? Mr. X won't follow you in here. Just gotta wait patiently, wait for him to take out his temper tantrum on something else. You know, I've been wondering about that. Mr. X is honed in on any living beings in here, strictly humans. Which is fascinating because he doesn't attack any other enemies and they make more noise sometimes than I do. So I would have loved it if Mr. X actually, like, pushed a zombie over or just, like, knocked a liquor off the wall or something like that, but he doesn't do that. So we're actually going to play just a tad bit of cat and mouse just to get away from him because there's a shortcut on the 3rd floor there. I mean, if all else fails, just go the long way around. It's perfectly fine. You know, the only way this chase actually works is because there are no loading screens anymore. That's the biggest thing. And so when I went back and checked my Resident Evil 2 Let's Play just to see if there was anything worth noting from past to present, there are so many gosh darn loading screens. It's just ridiculous. I do kind of love it, though. It's a relic of the past, so to speak, but yeah, I'm glad we have this new tech. Alright, we have cleared out this section. Feels good. And, you know, we pretty much have everything in the police station. Now we just need to get where we need to go, and then we can go save Sherry. Yeah, that was very descriptive of me. Yeah, we just need to go to the place we need to go, and then we're good. Yep, he was following me. Hey, bud! If you ever want to fight Mr. X, don't. I'm just gonna say that flat out. You can fight him, and if you deal enough damage, he'll actually kneel on the ground and be kind of knocked out for a little bit. It's not worth fighting him. You'll just be wasting ammunition, and the fact that he doesn't actually die like he does in the past games, he just gets incapacitated. You're just like, goes down for a kneel and just like, okay. Oh, give me a minute. Oh, just 1 second there. Back on the 3rd floor, unlock this, and hey, we made a complete loop. Oh, I love the routing in this game. It's so much fun. Chief Iron's office is a safe place, so there's what we're gonna do. Home free! Woo! That was pretty fun. Let's get the mechanical parts. We're ready. Next time on Resident Evil 2 Remake, we are going to use both of these electronic parts, open up the panel, grab the key card, and go find Sherry, because I fear for her. Chief Irons is a very dangerous individual, and I want to give him justice. The Redfield way. I'm gonna punch that boulder of a man! See you guys next time.